Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to hit entrance. Let's get into it. Alright, T-Man's going to show us what it looks like. Go T-Man. Yeah! Alright, I'm going to show you what it actually looks like now. There we go. Alright, let's start with the first part of hitting entrance. So the first part is the approach. Now obviously you can have a run up. I won't really be showing that because you can do that in many different ways. I'm going to be showing from a standstill. Now the way I like to do it is I start with my hands a little bit forward. I'm going to make a tutorial on how to do a really good startup, but just real quick, you want to have your hands kind of in front of you and you want to start the pendulum swim but more in front of you than sideways so that you can pull on the rock and you can swing and then get your arms into that first movement of the pendulum swim so you can start doing it. That's just the way I like to do it. I'll have a tutorial coming soon on different ways to get a good start up. Another one that I see a lot of people do is they just kind of back into the wind barrier and that gives them a boost, so you can kind of go like that and just start it. And the last way, if you're kind of a madman, is just start in the water and just start moving and going for it. Alright, the second part. This is basically after your approach and before you start dive turning to go up. This part is all about speed. So if you haven't already, go check out my pendulum swim tutorial. You're definitely going to need to know how to pendulum swim. And not only do you need to know how to do it, you have to be really good. Because honestly, when you really get down to it, making entrance is really just about speed. And it's just that way. So if you don't have enough speed, you're not going to make it. No amount of technique is going to get you there. You really just need a lot of speed and a good hit. That's really what it's about. One tip I'll give though is instead of doing short pendulum swimming, you really want to do these long pushes. That way you'll have enough energy to make it all the way up. One thing I like to do is do a torpedo right after the kickoff. So I'll push off and then I'll torpedo and then I'll do some big swings and that'll get me enough speed right before I have to take off. That's it for the second part. This part was really about speed. Let's get to the third part. This is probably the most technical. So when you're getting ready to dive turn and do your slap, there's a few key things that are different than hitting something like top zip or crow's nest. One of them being that for crow's nest and for top zip, usually you want to go straight up vertically to get a lot of height. But as you can see, entrance is actually a lot more horizontally far than vertically far. The angle you want to leave isn't just 90 degrees straight up. It's kind of more 50 degrees, kind of aiming for the top of clouds over there. Another thing to keep in mind is because you need all this horizontal speed, you don't want to wait as long as you do for something like top zip. Otherwise, you'll get around here and you won't have a good angle to go up. So you need to start it a lot sooner than you think, usually around the end of this boat here. And that's when you want to start dive turning and aiming for the clouds. Alright, that's it for the setup. Let's get on to the slap. So when you're usually slapping to hit something like top zip, when you're going up, you smack just completely vertical and straight down. This time, you want to be doing almost more of like a pull, where you're pulling your arms into you and back. So it looks something like this. You see how that pushed me a lot more horizontally, which is what you need to get all the way up there. Those are the 3 steps to hit entrance, but let's run through it one more time. So you want to have a good kickoff or a fast startup. Then you want to go into very long swings, or you can torpedo here. Then when you're coming down here, you want to be not too deep, and you want to go early and try to aim for clouds and smack forward. Now, even if you do all that, you still need a lot of speed to do this. So work on the pendulum swimming, and if you need to, try to hit crow's nest first or hitting the second pool here. Just work your way up to getting a lot of speed to hit entrance. And if you guys have any more questions, make sure to put it in the comments below. But that's it for this tutorial. Peace.